Good morning. Yeah, I'm thinking if, let's see. They made it kind of like this head and shoulder pattern here. I think we could break through these levels. It's going to drop it's going to drop. So we're bouncing up this previous day low here. I'm thinking if we break these two levels, it'd be a nice little drop here. Pretty good, how are you? That's good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, so this is what I'm curious about. Just like, you know, we made this head, shoulders. These are the levels here. If we break these levels, I mean, previous week low is, you know, it's a level there, but like here, right? And it's just kind of like, you know, it could just drop. Honestly, it looks like sells. Like if we can get past, it depends if we draw, like if we keep dropping, we can get like past previous day low. It's kind of like an area we've been bouncing off. Like, well, I'm really liking sells. But if we it's just if we can get past these levels, if we bounce, then we can continue up. But it's looking like we want to go down. Could be wrong. I don't remember saying it. Yeah, it looks like it could be free. So we just gotta keep an eye on that. But we'll see. We gotta get past it first. We gotta see if we're gonna pump back up. Because we did bounce, you know, off of it, but see how we react with the open. And then we also have a little bit of news at 9. It's medium, but it's still gotta keep an eye on that. It's right at 9. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, on the yeah, it's going pretty good. Yeah, let's see if see how we react at the open here, or like if how the orb forms. If we're gonna push back up, or we're just gonna push back down. Yeah, we made a pretty big rejection there. Right off the previous day low. Yeah, it's just all gonna depend on how we react at this level. If this level is that strong, then we're gonna continue up, because this could be just you know, it could be a pullback. Like, came back to this area twice already. And, you know, I have a significant movement from this area. So like this is like this was like the level we couldn't break. Broke it, came back down. As soon as we tapped it, we pushed back up. So see if we have that reaction again. Like I said, I do like sells, but just see how we just need to see how we react. And if we're gonna react, see if like these areas are like structure areas that we're gonna break. Because we could retest up here. I mean, that could be like, you know, that could be on the table. Just kind of depends which way price wants to go. We could be making one final move to the top side or to the, you know, up, and then make a move down. But it looks like, you know, this level is pretty strong. I mean, every time we've hit it, we've had a significant move. But we could also be doing this, where it comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down. So we can be making this up. So we don't break this high, more than likely we're going to come back down. But this is a high rejection zone. Like you know, like I said, we came up, got stuck, came down, boom, popped back up. We made a new high, came back down, tapped it, made a move up. We're tapping it now, making a move up. So obviously, every time we come to that area, buyers have been stepping in. Yeah, it's a pretty big push. See how is it up gonna hold? Yeah, it's like VWAP is holding. Yeah, looks like we're kind of right at a nice little bounce off VWAP. See if we come back down, test this little area, then see if we make like probably make a fair value gap. I don't see us coming back all the way down. Yeah, what I could see happening is like we come up, come back down, like maybe the fair value gap or something, and continue back up. What we want to see is this high broken. You want to see like highs being broken. Because what we kind of don't want to see is like we get up here and then we just start coming back down. Kind of like yesterday's, you know, back and forth. It's kind of a good indication that like we did hold. It's like we're getting back into the big orb territory. Good for us. That means it's gonna have more conviction with the breakouts. Yeah, see if we get to this level here. If you start breaking these highs. I mean, previous day high could be a very, very good potential, target. But we'll see. Yeah, see, like every time, that's what I'm saying. Like every time we came here, we just gotta like start breaking these highs because we're just, this is the overall move's an uptrend. Still, we're still in an uptrend, but we're not breaking these highs. We just never made a new high. See, this is the like short time frame is downtrend, but the overall move is we're still in an up move. We would have to like if we were to break this, I would say like these two would say okay, now we're breaking like major structure, but we still have to like at least break this. And you could kind of say like this, these are these sort of peaks like that didn't actually get broken. It's still structures still intact. How's everyone doing? Yeah, so I think like it is a little worrying is if we do this and then we just reverse like how we've been doing, where we just kind of make a new high or like a lower high, and then like came back up and then dropped, came back up, and just dropped. So that's something just to be mindful of. Like if we do get a breakout to the top side, are we actually going to make the continuation or push out to push up here, or are we just going to make this pattern or continue this pattern? All right, so we're getting that push down that like what I wanted to see. I want to see a push down. I don't know if we're gonna come back to this fair value gap and see if we can actually push up. If not, see if we just continue down. And we do have a little bit of news that died. That is a little bit to be aware of. The folder, but still. Okay. Yeah, I just have that at 9, and that's pretty much it. Alright, see if we tap into that fair value gap, or if we're just gonna continue down. Yeah, 224 point orb so far. Pretty big. Pretty big. All right, let's see if this fair value gap here holds. Yeah, it's a pretty big wick there. Yeah, so we weren't able to make that high yet. Let's see if these levels hold. Yeah, about 15 minutes on the 30-minute, 1 hour, and 4-hour candles. But yeah, so this downtrend here is still intact. That's just which level was gonna break. Oop. The only thing, if it does break to the downside, it's probably gonna be a low grade, but I still like it just because of the head and shoulder pattern. And if it breaks a couple of these levels, there's a lot of room for it to drop. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We still gotta do a couple of things first. It's not just like, oh, as soon as it breaks, it's still has some obstacles. I'm just looking at actual just structure itself and what I'm looking at on the chart. Yeah, it still has a lot of time to decide what it wants to do. What do you guys think? Hey, what's going on? Yep, it is. Alright, so we're still in this fair value gap here. If we get a pump up, like I said, I don't know. I do like sells here. But we still could get that push up. I mean, every time we kind of come down here, we've gone to, pump up, but it's a little tricky. Like I said, overall move still uptrend, but like this move is downtrend, but we are making head and shoulders, so that's usually a continuation to go down. And then, like I said, if we break these levels, I mean, we have all this room here. Like it should be pretty free. it just kind of see how things line up. Like, are we make this final move to go up and then come down? Yeah, my only like reservation would be like if we did drop, you know, just hitting this level and bouncing back up. But let's see what we get. And if we did break to the top side, obviously we want to see these highs get broken. If we break these highs, I mean, should be good to go. Let's see. The market's been a little tricky, so yeah, I got about 10 minutes left on these candles here. Hope we're not stuck in orb for a while. Yeah, then we have another, like, so if we were to break out, you just gotta be careful with these two round numbers here. That's where this level looks like it's at. Looks like we're rejecting off VWAP there. kind of just hanging around midline here. Kind of stuck between midline and VWAP on the 1 minute. So we can get a good strong close on like the 30-minute 1 hour. Be pretty solid. Hope we don't make like a big old doji. We're heading in the right direction. Alright, see if we can head the right direction here. Yeah, so we took out this fair value up here, tap back in, had a decent reaction, but still haven't broken anything of like notable, Yeah, see if we can get at least a strong close on this candle here. Now we're getting that strong push down. Got about 3 minutes to some news too. Yeah, we're just kind of just hanging around. About a minute left on 30-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour. Price actually has been so slow past couple days, or past like week or so. Alright, have a little bit of news right now. I don't think it should affect too much. Yeah, just gotta wait and see what price wants to do. Yeah, it looks like we're pushing down. See if see how close we get to the bottom here. Yeah, just getting to this level here. See if it pushes through here. All those wicks. Alright, pushing down pretty aggressively. Let's see how we react. Like I said, I know it's gonna be a low grade, but there's potential on this trade. So just take that with, a grain of salt. See if we're just gonna tap into this and pull back. That is very possible. But we'll see. This is a huge stop loss too. So you gotta be careful trading these big orbs. It's a pretty big drop. About 80 points already. Yeah, this thing has potential to drop very far. Yeah, I would need some type of like a retest or something. Yeah, I'm not jumping on this one. It's already way too far for me to jump in. If it were to come back to like retest this area, then I'd be interested. Possibly just like in a break and retest. But this is a little too far for me. Might not get a chance. If it came back and like retested this area, I would look into a break and retest entry. But this is just on the breakout itself is a little too far. It's a little too far. This is kind of like one of the targets I was wanting to have, but I mean, we're already almost there. Yeah. Well, it is a C setup. Oh, I mean, it was a C setup right at the last second. I'm gonna jump into this. It could flip. It was like borderline right at the 50, what do you call it? 50 point line. Actually, let me just take it off so you guys can see. Let's see if it flips. Let's see, are we gonna flip? Could flip, could flip. I think it was right on the borderline of 50 points. Yeah, it's pretty aggressive back. Let's see if we retest here. Low grade, so that's why one contract. If we flip back up, then so be it. I think this has potential to drop if it doesn't completely flip. Break this area here. Very interested. Yeah, I think it was a very borderline 50 points. That's why like yeah, I'm just with one contract, just kind of weary on this. Like yeah, if it did drop, this could drop pretty well, but I mean it could flip around. It's a little dicey. And I entered a little bit late. It right when it closed, it hit right over 50 points, so I had to turn it back off. I mean, you're still at entry right now. Yeah, I think it was like 50, like 3 points. Yeah, because I saw it was a C, then it just like disappeared. Like, oh. Let's see if we get the retest. Yeah, it looks like we're getting some good. We're hitting this level and reversing. A little bit afraid of that. I would say if we get past this area, we have a good chance of dropping, but that's kind of like the tough part. But we are, see if we can, the retest holds. I did like the drop, so that's why I was like, okay, I'm willing to take this trade. If I'm wrong, but I think there could be a huge upside. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what for one contract? I mean, this could drop. Like, if it does drop, it could be a big win. We break this level here. I mean, this is where I'm like where TP1 is. I mean, it breaks this. I mean, if we can get past here, we could have some areas to look at. Because I did like this. I did like cells. But it's just we got to get past this level, see if it doesn't get swept. Honestly, I would like TP2 or like TP, not TP2 exactly, but TP2 like as far as like pushing past TP1. But I want to see how strong we drop. I'll probably end up trailing depending on how far we get. Once we close below 50, if we get past 50, I would probably like 75%ish. That's when I'll probably go to break even. Yeah, we break this level. Next level of interest is TP1. If we break TP1, this area, I mean, I don't know. Kind of to see how far it drops. Just be careful with these big drops. We get big reversals. But I definitely do like pushing beyond TP1. Like if we get like at least there, and then, you know, see how far we can go after that. I think if we get past 50%, I think we should be good with TP1. Just hope we don't get some type of crazy reversal. Because I think once we get 50%, I'm probably just gonna reduce risk to like above this fair value gap here, like something like this. So that way, you know, it's not as big as a hit. But I'm gonna let this play out because I mean, like I said, I think this has huge potential. TP1 is very, very good though. Like we could have a reaction here, but I'm just more of a, I think this could drop. Like I said, we had the head and shoulder pattern. We have a big reversal on the left, or not big correction we can make on the left. A lot of things playing into this trade. All right, we're at 50%, so I'll probably reduce risk a little bit more. If you want to be honest, like if we can get like TP2 territory, that'd be fantastic. Big day. Oh, I didn't want to see that. All right, so we're hitting. Yeah, we should. I mean, should be good. Should be good for a little bit. I would assume we're gonna get some type of pullbacks. Let's see if we're not just gonna come back. Only thing's a little tricky that we are in the breakout is pretty far away. It was right at 50 points, like right when it closed. I had to turn off the filter. I'll show you. Hold on. Oh, I have legacy on. That's weird. But it was right at 50 points, right at the end. Hold on. Let me. There we go. Hold on. Let me fix it real quick. There we go. Yeah, it was just right at the breakout happened right at 50 points. So I saw the C and then I saw it flash away, so I was like, oh, that's why. Yeah, so the updated one says does skip because it is counter trend trade, but I mean, obviously you can override that. It is a C grade, so. Should have waited. I could have got a way better entry. All right, once you close below 50%, I'm definitely gonna reduce risk after this. I want to see the reaction we do get at TP1 because we are dropping extremely hard, so we could get a reaction. Definitely get a reaction there. Yeah, I definitely want to see this area get tested. Hopefully, we don't get a strong pullback because, like I said, this is a huge candle. I'd like to see it drop for the rest of the day, but I mean, there's a possibility we wick back up. Yeah, it looks like we're wicking, so just be careful with that. It looks like we might have tapped this supply zone. I think there's supply zone, I can't really see it. Want to see that weekly low hold. Don't want to really tap into that fair value gap there. Alright, we're getting a reaction off the weekly low. Yeah, it looks like we might be coming back. Yeah, just go in the settings and just turn off this filter right here. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, it looks like might give a little bit of room just see if, but just for this fair value gap here. Yeah, it's the max breakout filter. Just turn that off. I just click that off and it'll come back on. Oh, it just, if a breakout candle is over 50 points, it turns it off. Normally I wouldn't take trades that are over, but it was like right at the borderline. Like it happened right at the last second. Yeah, if you want like all the trades, like no matter how big the breakout, you can just leave it off. I'm in the trade, but like kind of barely. It might tap me up at break even. Yeah, or you can adjust it to make it high, like a higher threshold. But with the back testing I did, 50, that's like the safest one. But like this was like borderline, so I was like, and like I said, I was already gonna enter, then it like disappeared. All right, so we're kind of like just chilling at this level. Hopefully the previous week low holds, and then we can drop again. If not, I mean, might be just kind of what it is. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like this. I like the sells here. Like I think we can definitely drop. Just trying to stay in the trade for it to let that be able to play out. Like if you look, I mean, if we can get past, like we can get to this area, it'd be fantastic. If we can get past it, oh my god, it'd be really great. But it's just kind of getting there. We might, this might be as far as we go. Yeah, see. And with how far the breakout is, I mean, it's not a whole lot of room. I just wanted to see if that fair value gap would hold, but yeah, it looks like we're gonna push. I'm probably gonna be tapped out of break even. I was just giving a little bit of room for the fair value gap so I didn't get wicked. I mean, there is profits, if you guys take, nothing wrong with taking profits here. Yeah, I'm gonna get tapped out of break in. I'll give it a little bit of room. But more likely I'm probably gonna lose this trade. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about breakouts that are really far out. And then I got a bad entry. Yeah, so I guess we kind of went as far as we can go, at least right now. Hopefully, like, it kind of goes back and forth and we can get another drop, but hopefully that previous week low holds. Yeah, so we can break that 50% and break these lows. Alright, see if we can get a push down. It's kind of funny. I have music playing in my headphones, and I guess I have like a soundtrack thing, like for like I don't know. I guess from a movie. I guess I like that or something, and it's like really epic music. So it's really funny listening to that while trading. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it wants to drop anymore. It seems like we tapped into this area and can't really hold. Well, it looks strong in the beginning. Kind of just dying out a little bit. Debating we're just getting out of this trade and just waiting for like a new entry or like a retest or something. Or like not getting out of the trade, but letting it go to tap me out of break even. That's what it's looking like right now. Doesn't seem to really to stay in it if it's just gonna reverse. I mean, it still can. I think it still can retest, then come back down, but I just don't want to, I don't know if I want to take a full stop loss versus just getting out, and if it comes back down, if it like retest and come back down, then you know re-enter. But possibly get a better entry. All right, I'm just gonna take that off. It could drop again, but I can't really afford the drawdown. See if I retest or anything. I'll look for a different entry point. Yeah, because it could drop. Like, it could definitely still drop. It just... Alright, back at entry. See if we get a retest. Unfortunate. Yeah, it could still see if it actually does drop. And another mid on this candle. There you go, nice little drop there. Tap entry. There we go. See if it comes back down. That might be dropping. Let's see if it holds. Looks like we're pushing back down, possibly. Yeah, I couldn't afford the drawdown. There he goes. So we retested the previous day low there. Nice push down. Yeah, that was a 50-point tap there. That's a nice pullback. Might be able to make the move now. Let's see if it comes back up. There it goes. Yeah, that was a nice little pullback. If this can continue, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, this might be able to do it now. If it breaks this low, it's gonna probably go to TP1. But we'll see. Yeah, it looks like it's getting pushed now. Let's see. If I don't get wicked. Yeah, I should have just waited on that one. Just want to see if it would break. Oop. Yeah, this might wake back up. Just want to see if it would break. Yeah, I should hold on to that trade. Should probably just put my stop loss orb. Alright, so if we break these lows, then I think we can continue down. If not, we might just wick. Yeah, I was hoping we'd get like an actual drop there. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna drop the way I wanted to. It's alright. Yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to see if I catch that drop to TP1, but might get out of this one and just wait for it to come back up at some point. Me holding this. If it doesn't come back down. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna get out of that. Yeah, you might just be stuck in that area. Still could drop, but looks like it might be stuck in this little area. See if we come back up. Nice, very nice. Oh yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, it seems like we're just kind of stuck in this area. Might get a drop later on, or if not, I just might just reverse. Trying to catch a little move to this TP, but it's kind of chopping down here. I do like the potential of it coming down, but this is kind of what we did yesterday too. Kind of did this. Probably call it here soon myself. Kind of just in this little area here. Not really worth trading it. Price has just kind of been rejecting this area. It might just come back down later, but kind of just went back and forth. See if the previous day low holds again. Yeah, I keep retesting. Alright, we're tapping previous day low.